I invite the new class of Ohio Wesleyan University to stand and turn toward your parents and then if your parents are not with us this afternoon, to be mindful of where they are. Anyone in your life who is a significant other, who has helped you get this far, be mindful of them. And then facing those who are here and being mindful of those who are present elsewhere, I bid you pray with me. But pray as you look at your folks with your eyes wide open. Let us pray. That day, she gave a labor-laden cry, and then they held this newborn in their arms, all the charms and harms of family, now 2 decades thick with memory. All the tears and tears of childhood, skinned-up knees, and egg-shelled egos cracked with fragile fears and brilliant, shining hope. The scope of future dreams now underway. Today she gives a labor-laden sigh. With open arms and hearts, they say goodbye. All the charms and harms of growing up, now 2 decades far too quickly gone. They stand before you here today, O God. We bid your blessing on their families. We bid your blessing on this passage rite and give you thanks for all that's yet to be. Shalom, salam, namaste, shanti, amen. You may be seated.
On behalf of the faculty and staff at Ohio Wesleyan University, it is both a pleasure and an honor to welcome the OWU class of 2018. Welcome. I am sure that many of you have faced adverse situations individually, in peer groups, or as a part of a larger community. Your presence here today suggests that you have successfully navigated these challenges with the support and help of friends and family. Perhaps you overcame these challenges through sheer will and determination, but with the encouragement from your friends. Perhaps it was through the application of creative approaches, but at the same time, calling on the unique abilities of all of those around you. Perhaps it was through practice. Perhaps with some gentle and maybe sometimes not so gentle encouragement from your family. And finally, maybe it was through your own perseverance because you had faith in yourself. You were determined. You were creative. You were committed to work and practice, and you persevered. And now you are here. Welcome to Ohio Wesleyan University.
Good afternoon. Welcome to our faculty, staff, Ohio Wesleyan families, and most especially to our new students. My name is Kimberly Goldsberry, and I have the privilege of serving as your Dean of Students, and to speak on behalf of all the folks who help support the living and learning community at Ohio Wesleyan and to educate students outside of the classroom. Each year, our community grows, changes, and evolves with the addition of a new class, which makes today very special. It marks the expansion of the OU family and the addition of the gifts, talents, and contributions each of you will be to our community. These are reasons for us to celebrate. Yesterday was my 5-year anniversary as a bishop, and therefore today I begin year 6 at OU. I'm no longer considered a new person on campus, but not yet considered a senior member of the community. But I definitely feel I have a place in the community. For each of our new students, I want you to know that you too will find a place in the OU community. You might be thinking, well, that's easy for her to say. But please don't doubt. I am confident that you will find your place in this rich community in which I and many others work, engage, learn, and grow, the Ohio Wesleyan community. I hope that the following reflections will remind the new students and their families of why you have chosen to become a bishop. For our current students, faculty, and staff, that they will ring true, bring a smile, a laugh, or a sentimental thought. New students and families, I want to welcome you to a community, not just any community, but the Ohio Wesleyan community, where most importantly, you can be you. Where sharing a meal together is always a celebration, whether it is during pre-orientation, lunch with residence hall floor mates, at Culture Fest, or Day on the J. OU is a community where food points are a valued commodity, where seeing the rock is a common thing, not a rarity, where professors and staff know your name, faculty engage students in deep dialogue, discussion, and even more challenging research, where cultures from all over the world come together, where an interest or an idea can become a theory to practice grant, where students can be athletes, but they will always be students first, where community service isn't just what you do, it's what you are about and are compelled to do, where the world is your classroom, literally with travel learning courses, where you don't have to be a music or performing arts major to take the stage, although if you are, you will have great support, where the hill is not really a hill at all, but a great place to throw a frisbee with friends or host an event, a community where students come together to start organizations of all kinds, address issues on campus and beyond, a place where professors will challenge you but also support you along the way, a place where controversy can lead to something treasured, much like the fountain on the jaywalk, where challah bread sales are common and fundraisers can include a pie in the face of your favorite faculty member, a staff member or two dunked in a tank of water, or maybe even dyeing their hair pink or blue, where unique and different perspectives are welcomed. It's a community where in times of sorrow and strife, everyone comes together, and a place where red and black are not just colors, but marks of strength, loyalty, pride, and love. But most importantly, OU is a community where you can be you. Again, I welcome you to the Ohio Wesleyan community. May your days ahead be full of enriching experiences, endless learning, and many happy days.
Welcome, Ohio Wesleyan University, class of 2018. My name is Lauren Haller, and I have the privilege of serving as president of Wesleyan Council on Student Affairs. Today, incoming students, parents, family, and friends, I am thrilled and honored to welcome you to the Ohio Wesleyan University family this afternoon. I know previous student body presidents have said this, but I'll say it again because it is inevitably true. It feels like just yesterday I was sitting at my freshman convocation, just as you all are today. Ohio Wesleyan is a very special place, and the journey you are about to embark on as college freshmen is life-changing. Over the course of the next few years, you will meet some of your best friends. You will be challenged intellectually in all of your courses. You will learn about different cultures from just being on a campus with such a diverse student body population. You will find out what it truly means to engage in service learning opportunities and what it really means to give back to the community. You will learn to appreciate advocacy and social justice. You will discover what it means to be a bishop by supporting all of our athletic events, our theater, dance, and music programs, and all of our art exhibitions. You will grow as a leader through all of our campus clubs, organizations, intramural sports, and other opportunities for involvement. You may even decide to join a small living unit or Greek life. Most importantly, you are going to build relationships with not only your peers, but also the faculty and staff members at this university throughout your journey. The opportunities at OWU are endless. Throughout your journey at OWU, you will experience some of the most proud and rewarding moments you've experienced thus far in your life. However, I also know that you will likely face some of the biggest challenges you've yet to experience between now and graduation. I'd like to share a part of my personal story with all of you today. I knew I loved Ohio Wesleyan University the moment I stepped on campus for my first college visit. There's really something magical about all of the people here in this community that set apart our university from the other colleges I was considering. So I came to OWU, I sat through my freshman convocation, and I began my journey as an OWU student. I loved the campus, my professors were amazing, I had many friends, and I was very involved on this campus. Yet, at some point during my freshman year, I hit a roadblock. There was this period of time where I kept wondering, did I choose the right path for my college journey? I had a million what-ifs racing through my mind, and I had a difficult time transitioning between high school and college. Yet here I am, nearly 4 years later. I am so thankful for the OWU community, because it's the community, the professors, the staff, my peers, and all of the opportunities here that helped me through this challenging period in my experience. I guarantee you, every single student has faced some sort of significant challenge or roadblock during their time at this college. And my advice to you, as freshmen, is to embrace those challenges whenever they come. Take advantage of all that Ohio Wesleyan University has to offer, because it's the relationships that are created here and all of the wonderful opportunities that I mentioned earlier that will get you through those tough and challenging times. Ohio Wesleyan University is truly one large family that not only offers support, but pushes you to be your very best. So take the opportunities when they come, get involved, and build those relationships. Don't be hesitant to reach out for support when you need it, because there are 1,000,001 people at this university that are willing to give you a helping hand. It really is the people here that make Ohio Wesleyan University a special place. I'm a residential assistant on campus, and my residential life coordinator, Levi Harrell, told all of the RAs the other day that OWU is opposite of ordinary because the students here are so very passionate. I couldn't agree more. Some of you entering as the class of 2018 may already know what you are passionate about. Others of you may not know yet, and that's okay, because that's part of the OWU journey. Developing your current passions, finding new ones, and discovering more about yourself during your time here. I can personally testify that there is no other place in the world like Ohio Wesleyan University that can cultivate your personal passions through the curriculum and extracurricular experiences here. I'm very passionate about the art of dance, law, and public service. And believe it or not, somehow Ohio Wesleyan University has managed to enable me to combine all of these personal passions, and they've really helped me to grow in so many ways throughout my journey here. And if OWU can do that, I believe OWU could help you students with anything. I am very grateful for the opportunity to speak to you all today on this memorable occasion. So come talk to me, find me on campus, come visit me in the WCSA office, because I'd truly love to meet every one of you. That being said, WCSA will have a table set up at dinner following Convocation, so please come on up and introduce yourself to me and find out a little bit more about student government. So, Ohio Wesleyan University class of 2018, I'd like to leave you with two parting quotes that have helped guide me through my journey from freshman year until now. This first one is actually from it's from a MySpace bumper sticker from back when those were a thing, but I don't know if even you guys used MySpace, but I did. So the quote is, "Live your life crazy and love every second of it." I truly love this quote because to me it means seize every opportunity. Take chances and have fun. Get involved your freshman year and don't have any regrets. And this final quote from novelist Rosa Nouchette Carey guides just about everything that I do in my life. Do it with passion or not at all. I really hope those words will help guide you on your Ohio Wesleyan University journey. Thank you.
Good afternoon. To the members of the class of 2018, new transfer students, visiting students, and families who have come from as far away as Brazil, Bulgaria, Canada, China, Ghana, India, Indonesia, Jamaica, Korea, Namibia, Nepal, Nigeria, Pakistan, Singapore, Thailand, United Arab Emirates, and Vietnam. And you come from 33 states and commonwealths, including Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, District of Columbia, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Vermont, U.S. Virgin Islands, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. On behalf of the entire admission and aid staff, I extend a very warm and enthusiastic welcome to you. And we look forward to you being part of the Ohio Wesleyan community. You've spent the better part of last year consumed by the college search. We're sure there were times when all the test taking, essay writing, interviewing, and worrying seemed pointless. but you were guided by the desire to find the best college suited to your needs. Likewise, those of us in the admission office plowed through countless recommendations and essays and transcripts in search of students who would be happy joining the OWU community. We were committed to a set of standards as high as possible for this university, so we admitted people who would not only do the work demanded by the faculty, but could do it well. In addition, we want our university to grow even better and stronger than it already is. So we admitted students who bring their talent and passion to the university and promise to contribute in significant ways. Today, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on the group that we have before us, a class that possesses a myriad of talents and accomplishments. You are a physical and athletic bunch of students. We have 313 varsity sports participants. 119 of you are varsity sport captains. 20 are all-star, all-state, or all-region in a varsity sport. You're smart, too. We have 126 students inducted in the National Honor Society. 26 students named National Merit Semifinalists, Finalists, or Commended. 9 of you are valedictorians of your class. You have musical and art accomplishments. 67 are involved in community theater. 6 students were concert master or mistress. 9 editors of literary magazines, 11 editors of the newspapers, 10 editors of their high school yearbook, 20 students in their high school marching band, 19 earned the lead role or director of a drama or production, and 76 of you participate in music ensembles. You are filled with leaders. 5 served as Buckeye Boys State or Buckeye Girls State representatives. 12 of you received the Eagle Scout rank. 3 Girl Scout Gold or Silver Awards. 2 received the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Award, or HOBie. 14 of you were voted President, VP, Secretary, or Treasurer of Student Council. 20 of you were your student body or class president. And 17 of you were members of Key Club, and 202 of you did volunteer work or community service while in high school. 64 of you are the very first in your family to pursue a 4-year degree. And 17 of you participated in speech and debate, or mock trial. You also have some unusual talents and hobbies. We have a gold medalist in swimming for Pakistan in the National Youth Swimming Team. We have a Kung Fu instructor who plays the guitar. We have a member of the World Math Days 2013, supported by UNICEF. We have Miss Teen Cincinnati, runner-up. There's a lot of people will be looking for her. We have an ROTC and head male cheerleader. Somebody raised $60,000 for Hoops for Homeless. The OWU Library is named after his grandfather. Somebody went to Ecuador to help a needy school. Someone wrote a novel, someone wrote a screenplay, someone competed in the World Irish Dance Competition. We have an extra in the movie Divergent. We have someone who's experienced the Civil War in Sierra Leone, someone who performed at the Chicago Blues Fest. Someone in here is Vine famous. We have a director of the gospel choir who happens to be an excellent catfish cook. We have a carpenter, a therapeutic riding instructor, and a high school mascot. 16 of you have siblings who attended or are attending Ohio Wesleyan, and 28 of you have parents or grandparents that attended. The most popular boy's name is Alexander, and the most popular girl's name is Emily. You have come to us today having accomplished so much in such a short period of time. During your time here, may you become more than you already are, and may you enter the outside world with an openness to sharing your talents and gifts with those around you. Congratulations once again on becoming members of the Ohio Wesleyan family. And President Jones, I now present to you the new transfer students and the class of 2018.
Thank you, Susan. I can hardly wait to get acquainted with the group that sits before us. Members of the faculty, welcome back. Family and friends, welcome to Gray Chapel. And most especially, welcome to our entering transfer students and members of the Ohio Wesleyan class of 2018. It is a great honor to welcome you to this convocation, marking the opening of the 172nd academic year on this campus. We gather in this historic chapel that reminds us of the enduring legacy of OWU as a community of scholarship and learning. This community will touch every aspect of your being and will shape you for a life that you have not fully imagined. Today, you join the tens of thousands of individuals who have embraced the ideals and values of Ohio Wesleyan and of an OWU education. And 4 years from now, you will be prepared when you gather again at your commencement, as they were prepared to take your place in the larger world. Ohio Wesleyan was founded in 1842 with the support of the local Methodist Church and the citizens of Delaware. Our founding charter, written more than 170 years ago, states, and I quote, "The university is forever to be conducted on the most liberal principles, accessible to all religious denominations, and designed for the benefit of our citizens in general," end quote. These founding principles have informed our history, and they shape our destiny to this day. The pledge to forever conduct the university on the most liberal principles reflects our commitment to the values of liberal education, sometimes called the liberal arts. At Ohio Wesleyan, we believe in the power of ideas. Our society has experienced innovation and enhancement of the quality of life when minds have been set free to imagine new ways of being. Innovation in science that cures disease, that leverages technology to improve the quality of life, and that enhances food production to solve world hunger, emerges in an environment where minds are liberated from old ways of thinking and where new ideas are embraced. Only by liberating our minds from old ways of thinking can we uncover new understandings of the structures of society that eliminate patterns of institutional racism, that question assumptions that are oppressive, and that ensure the dignity and worth of every human being. The liberation of the mind rests at the heart of a liberal arts education. In this context, Ohio Wesleyan will challenge you to question assumptions and to imagine a better future. You will study across the disciplines, and you will learn the content and methods of a particular discipline, your major. But more importantly, you will be challenged to think critically and analytically, to ask new and deep questions, to explore complex issues from multiple perspectives, and to learn the value of working in teams to solve complex problems. In the process, you will be challenged to acknowledge the importance of connections. Connections of ideas that are explored in the classroom and encountered in the real world. We call it the OWU connection. Connections of knowledge across the disciplines. We call it course connections. Connections of theoretical understandings with practical applications. We call it theory to practice. And connections between a campus in Delaware, Ohio, and a host of places across the country and around the world. We call it travel learning. In the end, we want you to embrace the world of ideas and connections, theory and practice, in ways that uniquely prepare each of you for a life of impact that makes the world a better place, wherever you choose to live and whatever work you choose to pursue. When in the early 19th century our founders spoke of being accessible to all religious denominations, they put a stake in the ground for our enduring commitment to diversity. This is an institution that welcomes students from an extraordinary range of backgrounds, family structures, national origin, and religious expression. We value the diversity of our campus, and we learn much from living in close proximity with individuals whose life experiences and worldviews vary widely. Too often in our society, people live in enclaves or in neighborhoods that are exceedingly homogeneous. It is difficult to imagine a more just society or to solve the conflicts that are ripping our society apart when we have not had the opportunity to interact with and to understand those who are different from us. Just look at the conflicts raging in Iraq and Syria, Israel and Palestine, and Ferguson, Missouri. Here at OWU, you live in residence halls in close proximity with individuals with an extraordinary range of life experiences. Your coursework will challenge you to expand your understanding of peoples and cultures quite different from your own. Travel learning, semesters abroad, mission trips, and volunteer service in and around Delaware will enrich your understanding of the diverse needs of our world and will prepare you to make an impact on our world. I challenge you to embrace the opportunity presented by the historic commitment to diversity on our campus. Finally, our founders spoke of an education designed for the benefit of our citizens in general. This is the so what of an OWU education. What are the outcomes of 4 years on this campus? We are committed to preparing you well for life beyond OWU. If you are among the quarter of our graduates who move directly to graduate or professional schools, you will have the opportunity to prepare here for the best schools in the world. If you are among those who seek employment when you graduate, you will be job ready, as is reflected in our placement rates. But there is a higher calling to an OWU education. You will be challenged here to think about the nature of your life work and the purpose of your life journey. You take your place today in a university where for more than 17 decades, students have taken on the mantle of making the world a better place. In 1917, Ben Arneson began his 36-year tenure as a member of this faculty, and in 1947 he established the Institute for Practical Politics and Public Affairs, which now bears his name, the Arneson Institute. Each year, Professor Arneson challenged his students to sign the following pledge, and I quote, "With a view to serving the public interest, and regardless of the nature of my future vocations, I pledge that upon leaving college, I will devote a portion of my time to active and definite participation in public affairs," end quote. This education is not just about you. With the advantage of an OWU education, you will be prepared to devote your life to serving the public good, whether as a research scientist, a performing artist, a school teacher, an entrepreneur in business, or a leader in social service. You will be prepared to exercise creative and innovative leadership that leads to a more just world, a more sustainable planet, and a more meaningful and fulfilling life for all people. You will make a difference. Now, I realize this is all heady stuff. Liberating the mind, embracing diversity, serving the world. College also provides opportunities to expand your horizon in so many other ways and to have some fun along the way. Athletics, Greek life, student government, volunteer service, study abroad, and a host of other opportunities will come your way. You can't do it all, but you can select opportunities that are familiar as well as those that are new. Along the way, I challenge you to be responsible in the decisions you make. As a community, we hold ourselves accountable to the standards and values we embrace, and we hold one another accountable to those as well. There's a clock tower at the foot of the historic walk that passes in front of this building and past Slocum and Sturgis Halls. The tower was installed in 2005 by the class of 1955 on the occasion of their 50-year reunion. Imagine your reunion 54 years from now. They inscribed on the tower these words, and I quote, "May your time in this place open your mind to a lifetime of learning, your heart to creating memories and enduring friendships, and your life to infinite opportunities." Today, you begin your Ohio Wesleyan experience. Here, you will lay the foundation for lifelong learning. Here, you will form relationships, friendships that are enduring. And here, you can discover infinite opportunity. This is your moment. Embrace the challenge and seize the opportunity. Welcome and best wishes in all that is ahead. I invite you now to stand for the alma mater. The words are printed in the program. In addition to all of the other characteristics represented in this class identified by Vice President Delino, we have one among you who has a birthday today, so a birthday shout out to Isabel Cherry. I don't know where Isabel is. In 1842, when this university was chartered, the institution was given a bell. And the bell was rung each year to mark the opening of an academic year. And at commencement, it was rung to mark the conclusion of an academic year. And to this day, we continue to use the bell, which no longer rings, it clangs. But you've been given bells today as a reminder of the bell that marks the opening of your time here at Ohio Wesleyan and that marks the opening of this academic year.